Hello, everybody. Sorry, I am a few minutes late. Let me know if you can hear an echo. I can hear it, but I don't think you guys can hear it. But let me know if you can hear an echo or not. Um, but hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I want to start off by saying, like I always do, that this is a live. What does that mean? That means that this is going to be a longer tutorial, probably somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours at least. And then, it's interactive. So I answer questions in real time. We converse, we do all those things. If you are looking for something that is more of a structured 15 to 30-minute tutorial, head on over to my channel. I have tons of content there. I don't think I have a video on this specific project, the sublimation cards. I do have the cards on my channel, but I did them with cardstock. Today, we're going to be doing them with sublimation. So I always like to do projects on live first, and then if I see that there's a lot of people who like it, then I'll do a condensed version of like a pre-recorded video. So I may do this on a video as well, just so that it can be condensed, because this project is really, really fun. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised because I got these off of Amazon, and I don't know if you guys get stuff off of Amazon as far as blanks. Sometimes they're hit or miss. So these ones ended up working out really good, and I really like them. But now that we got that out of the way, I'm not going to be super long-winded. I do feel a lot better. Y'all, my cough is almost gone. So I'm almost back to 100% now. Thank goodness. But I'm going to say hello to those who are here. Let me scroll up to the top so that we can jump right into our project for today. Y'all, I want to eat these Reese's so bad, and I should have ate them before I came on here. But they're like looking me in the face. Hey, Carol Coleman, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Stacy, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Ethel and Minerva's Handmade Creations and Patricia. And hey, Marilyn, how are you? I missed pretty much everybody's lives last week. I know I say this all the time, but last week was a lot. Okay. And I think I say that every Monday, but I was catching up on lives today, and I was watching Eve's from, I think, Saturday. She went live Saturday and Sunday. So got to catch up on Marilyn's as well. But hey, Marilyn. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Dee Dee. How are you? Cheryl O. Thank you for being here. Hey, D. I know there's two of them. DB. Thank you so much for being here. And Louise. Hey, Patrice Boo. How are you? Hey, Jesse. Hey, Daisy. Scrolling. Hey, Lucille. Hey, Nawan. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Hey, Terry. And Mary Brown. Oh, you don't hear the echo? Okay, it just must be my iPad. My iPad echoes every week, but I think I'm the only one who can hear it. Hey, Rosalind. How are you? Hey, Marlene. Okay, you guys can hear me good. Okay, great. Hey, Sylvia. How are you? In Geneva. Hey, Precious. How are you? Hey, Dimspoo. Y'all, I need my hair done and it itches, so don't judge me. Let me see. Hey, Tanya. How are you? Hey, LaShonda. Hey, Stacy R. and Philip. Miss Nini Designs. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, yes. Thank you guys. I am definitely feeling a lot better. And my cough is pretty much gone. LaShonda has been a member for 8 months. Y'all, I don't like ringing my bell. It seems like it's so loud. But thank you, LaShonda. I truly, truly appreciate it. Hey, Robin. Quetzy. Did I say that right? I hope I did. How are you? Hey, Marta. Hey, Miss Merlinda. How are you? You're painting. What are you painting? Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so we can go ahead and get started. But hey, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. But I want to show you guys these blanks I got from Amazon. Two things. We're going to do this project, but I do want to bling. And I just started. Y'all should be so proud of me. I placed my order today. That's like my main order. I placed my main order today. I may very well place a second order before it closes because it does not close until May 5th, which is Sunday. So, but I already placed my main order. But so I do want to bling as well. I have a it's like a mauve colored shirt that I want to bling. And then I do have my image already printed out, but I'm going to show you guys how to. I made a template in Canva. And for these, because there's sublimation. So this is the front of it. It's, you know, glossy. And then this is the back of it. So the back of it is kind of like that clipboard kind of. I'm not sure what it's called, but it looks like a clipboard, like the back of a clipboard. And then this is the front. If you wanted to cut out like the outline of the template that I have here and maybe cut like a piece of glitter cardstock or sticker paper or something like that. If you wanted to decorate the back, you absolutely could. You absolutely could decorate the back if you wanted to, but you don't have to. But it's like glossy on the front. Hopefully that's not too bright. And then yeah, it's kind of like the clipboard type situation on the back. But I got these from Amazon. I was just literally scrolling Amazon because that's what I do at 2 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep is I just scroll Amazon and I literally just kind of like stumbled upon these. But yeah, so, and this is what they come with. So remember when these first got popular and these little things were literally sold out everywhere because everybody was making them? Well, they come with them. So it comes in a pack. I think it's like, how many is it? I'm about to look it up real quick. It was a good amount. Came in the pack. I'm going to pull it up. I do have it linked, but I'm going to pull it up so I can tell you guys the price and I can tell you how many came in it. So it says 18 pieces, but that does include the chipboard and these little thingies here. So it doesn't tell you how many whole cards you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get 9. You get 9 of these, and it also comes with 9 of these. They come together, and then you stick them on there with these. They're like little pieces of double-sided tape. I know when I did these with cardstock, I was using hot glue. Let me scroll up, make sure I'm not missing any comments. Hey, Marta. Yes, we are all doing great. Thank you. Hey, everybody. My shirt says you are enough. MDF board. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, they come with everything. So it's a super simple, super quick project, way quicker than, like I said, the card stock that a lot of people were doing, myself included. I think it was last year. My son is calling me, knowing I'm on live. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. Now, of course, I made a template because that's what I do. I make templates. Well, Canva templates, like the drag and drop templates for this. But I made it to with this little piece, the space for this, and then this piece right here. Because I know like a lot of people were getting tripped up with this piece last year, as well as leaving space for the actual money slot to kind of get put on there. They were designing the whole thing, and then they were forgetting about this piece, and they were forgetting about this piece. So as you can see my picture here, it doesn't really interfere with this piece, and then the way that I designed it, it also doesn't interfere with this piece, so you can still see the whole design in its entirety. So that's why I made the template the way that I made it. But I'm going to show you guys how to use the template. I'm going to be using Canva Pro again. I mentioned this last week. I don't have an affiliate link with Canva Pro anymore because they got mad at me because I wasn't posting my Canva content on my channel like publicly. I was posting it in my membership. They didn't like that, and they said that I wasn't posting enough content to be an affiliate with them, so I'm not a Canva affiliate anymore. Now I did reapply, like I did put some Canva content publicly on my channel, and then I reapplied, but it takes like 90 days for them to even pull your application at this point. So Canva's real uppity a little bit. They're a little uppity. So I don't have a link. But I know that if you have not used Canva Pro yet, you can, if you go to the Canva website and just kind of sign up, they have a 30-day trial. But let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so this is the template here. Now the corners of this are rounded, but I did make this a tad bit bigger to accommodate for the roundness of these corners. And like you see how these ones are kind of squared off. So this template is like not even a half an inch bigger width and lengthwise to accommodate for the curves, because what happens is sometimes if you make it the exact same size and your image has squared curves and your blank has rounded curves, like rounded edges, you'll get like a little teeny white gap, and you don't want that. So that's why I made the template just a little bit bigger, so it'll accommodate for the fact that these are rounded. Okay, so the way that this template works now, this here, right? This piece here and this piece here, they're just here as a reference. So if you specifically use my template, after you're done designing your image, you're going to delete this piece and you're going to delete this piece, because if you download it, it will print, and you don't want that to necessarily print. You just want to use it as a reference when you are designing your image, so that you know how it's going to look when you go to print and you're accommodating for the correct pieces. Okay. Now the words are editable, so you can change the words if you want to retype something else. All you have to do is click, delete, retype. You can change the font if you want to keep these words, but you want to change the font. All you have to do is select the font, come up here to your drop down font menu, and you can change the font to whatever you want. You can change the size of the font, and you can change the color of the font, as well as this pink box that I have around it. It's an effect. You can also change the color of that if you want to. You can change the color, or you can change the actual effect. So whereas right now I have the outline effect, the background effect. If you wanted to switch it to neon, you can change that. All you would do is make sure it's selected, go up to effects, and then you can select neon if you wanted to. Okay, you can do an outline, you can do a drop shadow, you can do the hollow, you can change the effects if you want to do that too. The text is 100% editable. Okay. The actual background of the image is the drag and drop concept, which is kind of, you know, my little theme or whatever. I want it to be super simple, super easy. And I'll show you how to go ahead and design the image now. So we'll go to uploads, and I'm just going to select an image. Now you can either click it and then drag it, or you can drag it from here. So you would just click your image, drag it, and it drops right into this template here. Now, as you can see for this specific image, if I were to leave it like this without touching it, because this black piece is here, it's letting me know that if I print it like this, the Xavier space is going to get cut off. And I don't want that. I want to be able to see everybody in the picture. So in order to do that, you would double click your picture. I do have it locked, so you would have to unlock it. You would just double click your image, and then you're going to have an adjustable panel here that pops up. But you're basically just going to kind of scale it. This one might not be a good image just because it's a lot going on. Okay, so you can, as you can see, in order for me to get everybody in the image, I have to scoot it over a little bit. That's fine. And then you can adjust the text. So I'll make it a little bit bigger. Now you want to keep in mind this black transparent box here. That's going to be the section where you're going to put the actual money at. So you want to keep in mind when you're designing this, this is where your money is going to go. And this is where that little, I don't even know what this is called, whatever that is, the little hole, that's where that is. So when you're designing, just make sure you're keeping all of that in mind. And then to match this picture, we can change this color. And then you can either leave it like this, or the cool thing about Canva is that you can search the elements. So they always have elements that may very well kind of go with the holiday. Like if you're doing this for graduation, you can type in graduation, and then go over to graphics, and you'll get a whole bunch of different graphics that you can choose from to use that are in theme with graduation. So for here, I'm going to type in Mother's Day. And then I'm going to go over to graphics. And they just have a whole bunch of different little elements that you can choose from. A lot of them you can change the colors. Some of them you cannot. I like this one up here. And this one you can change the color. So how do you know if you can change the color? When you add the element to your canvas, if you have the color swatch up here, that lets you know that you can change the color. So, you know, back when other people were making these like last year, they would put, you could put like shapes in here and you can type out your own text if you want to. I think last year I did a graduation, and in the little, normally like if you were to buy a gift card like this at the store, there would be a symbol up here that has the amount. So it would have like $25 up here in the corner. So it's supposed to resemble like the actual gift card things that you buy at the store. Okay. That's what this would be kind of quote unquote symbolizing. And then for this, you can change the color. But I know like some people were, you can type in there, if you wanted to do the symbols, you would just go to elements. You can go over to shapes. And this one was real popular. People would type in congrats grad, or you can type happy Mother's Day. You can type we love you. You could type mom times 4. You know, you can put whatever little catchy little snippet that you want. Or you can search for an element and just do kind of like a graphic like I did. You can definitely, like, there's definitely room to play around with this kind of design. Okay, so I like that. It's super simple. I do already have an image printed out, so I'm not going to use this one, but I wanted to show you how you can design it. Okay, now let's say this is my design. I'm done. I want to keep it like this. When you go to download it, make sure that you're deleting these, because those were just guidelines to help you design, to make sure that you accounted for, you know, those pieces that you needed to account for. But when you actually go to print it out, go ahead and delete those. You don't need them anymore. They're just guidelines. Or let's say you needed to make a couple of these, right? You can add a page. I'm sorry, not add a page. You can duplicate this page and keep this one as a reference, and then delete these here. And then print this one. Now, if you needed to go back and redesign another image, you keep these for your reference, and then you can delete this image. And then let's say you wanted to design another one, just drag and drop. And then keep those references there. And then again, you would just duplicate, delete, but keep your reference. And Canva lets you do, I think it's like up to 100 pages on one artboard or something like that. So if you needed to do a whole bunch of these, that's how you would do it without deleting your initial reference. Hopefully that makes sense. But also, if you purchase from me, the link that you get to do this template, you'll have that. You'll always have that link. It'll be in a PDF. You'll always have that link. So even if you do accidentally delete it and you need to reopen a new template, you would just go back to the PDF that Etsy sends you, and you'll still have that template there. Make sense? Does anybody have any questions? Hopefully that was simple. Thank you, Dee. I just got the Singer 24-inch cutter. Now I have to check the reviews to see if it's a keeper. Congratulations. I never heard of the Singer 24-inch cutter. Is it more like commercial? I'm gonna have to look that up. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody watching. Go ahead and hit the like button on your way in. Okay, so that is it for the designing portion of it. Oh my goodness. I have to order. Have a few birthdays coming up. Yep, looks simple enough. It's definitely very, very simple. That's the vibe I go for when I try to design templates is the like drag and drop. I want it to be as simple as possible. Okay. So I think let's go ahead and finish out this project and then we'll bling. I'm going to turn on my heat press really quickly. Okay, so I'm going to use my HTV Raw Auto Press, and I just put that on 400 degrees for 50 seconds. But I'm going to switch you guys over to my iPad. We're going to get this blank taped up. And then we'll go ahead and finish out this project, and then we will do a quick bling shirt. If I can get these out. There we go. Oh, this is the image that I have here. So I had already designed one and printed it out. I just used my Epson, my converted Epson EcoTank 8550 to print. My printer, my ink, my paper, all of that is linked in the description box if you have any questions on that. But I did already print it out. But let's go ahead and switch cameras. All right, can you guys hear me? And can you guys see? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, can you see? Thank you, Marilyn. I have 2 graduations coming up. This will be good for that. I think I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it's really an easy project, and it's especially the sublimation one. I mean, it's way quicker. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys the price of them. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's $18 for the pack. And it's Prime, eligible for Prime, so 2-day shipping if you have Prime. So that's $2 per whole thing. So the plastic, the double-sided tape. The actual blank is $2 a blank. So if you sell these for, I would say at least $15. I mean, shoot, even if you did 10. Okay, so I just took the plastic off and I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to get any fingerprints on it. But basically how I do it is I put my paper, actually I need to cut this. It's a little too big. This template is available in my Etsy shop. There's a link for it in my description box. I'm going to cut it so I can show you guys what I meant when I said that I made it just a hair bigger. to accommodate for the curves on the blank. So you don't get those little white edges around your corners. Okay, so I take my paper and I put it flat down, and then I take my blank and I put it on top. I make sure it's nice and lined up. And then without moving it, I'm going to tape here going around. And then again, I'm going to tape here going around to the back. So now you don't see any of their heads in this part here. It's accounted for. As you can see, you have a little bit going around each side, and the corners here are going to be completely covered. So you're not going to have any white corners. As long as you keep it, you print it. I think this is 4x6. As long as you print it 4x6, that should be the correct size. Let me get some butcher paper. And I sublimated my pad, y'all. That's what that is. So make sure you put butcher paper down before, like on the bottom layer too. We're at 392, so I'm gonna wait a couple more seconds here, and then I do cover it as well. And I'm doing 50 seconds. I forgot to link my heat press, but it's the HTV Ron, and it is available on Amazon as well. Did you have any problems with your printer? Nope, I don't have any issues with my printer. The only issue that I had, so originally when I first started using it, I didn't take my rollers out. So eventually I did start to have an issue with the rollers kind of smearing a little bit. There's multiple ways you can fix that. You can either get the long Q-tips and try to clean the rollers. I didn't really feel like doing that, so I just took them out. Some people take them out as soon as they convert it. It's really just what you feel like dealing with or what you feel like doing. That's the only issue, was the roller marks. And then after you take the roller marks, because you no longer have rollers anymore, sometimes when you go to print, the paper, like, I don't know if you've seen people kind of put cardboard on the output tray where the paper comes out at, but there's like on that output tray, there's a little hump that the paper has to get over when it's coming out. When you take the rollers out, it has a hard time kind of getting over that hump because it doesn't have the rollers pushing it anymore. So what I did and what I've seen other people do is they put a piece of cardboard there so that there's no hump. It's just flat. So when the paper's coming out, it's just coming out flat and it's not having to get over that hump because it can't, because it doesn't have the rollers anymore. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you have any other questions, let me know. The only thing I know like about this is this paper, this butcher paper always gets stuck to the top. This is a little hot. I'm going to use my glove. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. It's still kind of hot. And I'm going to turn this off because I don't need it right now. I still have to brush in my bling shirt. Okay, so here is the blank without us even putting anything on it yet. Hopefully you guys can see. That came out super, super cute. Those colors are really, really vibrant. So now we're going to move on over to the table here. And I'll show you guys how to put the tape on. Oh, my phone's over here. Thank you guys. Hey Cynthia, how are you? So the way that the double-sided tape is, you know, you got two long pieces, long, and short, short. So that's how the double-sided tape is. You got short and short pieces, and then you have two long pieces. So you have a piece of tape for each side. Let me get my weeding tool. So I put the two short pieces on. Sorry, two short pieces on first. And then you take the other piece of paper off. And then you just do the two longer pieces. And they just fit right on there. No glue, no, you ain't gotta wait for your hot glue gun to warm up. Let me see if I got $1 somewhere around here. And then you just roll the money up. And it fits right inside of there. And then you place it down. Hold on, that's a little crooked. And y'all, it's sticky. It sticks. So when you're ready to put it down, make sure you got it in the spot that you want it, because it is sticky. There it is. That, y'all, that is so simple. That is so much easier. And low key, I know how to make these too. I could use a Glowforge to make these little blanks. But it's super, super simple. I'm going to head back over to the laptop. Every time I record or go live, I know y'all be hearing them the ambulances. Y'all, I really don't work in the ghetto. I really don't. I don't know why they fly past here every single time I go live. I don't know why. But yeah. Super, super simple. This light is like glaring, making it look lighter than what it is. But yeah, I love this like so much better than the cardstock method, just because it's less steps. The cardstock wasn't that hard either when I did it. But this is not that hard. And for $2 per like whole kit, so the tape, the money thing, and then this for $2 per, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can anyone tell me? Oh, does anybody have a Cameo 4? I don't have one. Will the glue from the money holder ruin the photo when it's removed? No, because it's... So this one I'm actually going to remove because I put a $20 bill in here and I want my 20 back. So let's go ahead and remove it and see. I don't have my pick over here. And people can keep these too because they're hard. They're not flimsy cardstock. Once they take the money out of here, you know, they can keep the photo. Let me get my... Y'all, it's on here. Let me get my weeding tool. And I did this one this morning, so this one been on all day. So let's see if there's any like residue. If the picture is wrong. Y'all, it is on there. There. Okay. Got my 20s, my 20 back. Let me put that back in my purse. This is the image. This is where it was here. There's no residue. It's not sticky at all. The ink isn't pulled off. So people can still use this as a keepsake after they take the money out of it. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. All right. Yeah, and it's just double-sided tape. So here's the one that I just took off. It doesn't look like there's any, you know, ink on it. It looked like it just... I mean, it was stuck on there, but it didn't take any of the ink off with it. So the substrate is still nice and cute. They can keep it as a keepsake. So use a nice picture. All right, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to bling. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I want to bling. That's it for this project. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. That was super quick, which is why I also wanted to bling, because I knew that was going to be quick, because y'all, it's really, really simple to do that. So I want to bling as well. I have this mauve shirt. I've had it for a while. It's a Bella canvas, I think. Let me tell you about my templates. This whole bottom drawer over here is full of templates. Like, I mean, there's at least probably 100 of them in there. And I had to dig, and they're kind of like all over the place, and it's a mess. So I grabbed what I could find kind of quickly because I decided literally like 2 minutes before I came on that I was going to blame. That's why I was late, because I was trying to find a template that had all the pieces like close to the top. So whatever. But I'm going to do the Be Beautiful one from Coretta. This is Coretta's. And you guys, I don't have it linked, but I will try to go back. If one of my admins is here, can somebody link Coretta's Etsy shop or website? I think it's Etsy though. I think she has an Etsy shop. But I'm just going to kind of quickly bling this template, this shirt, because I've had this mauve colored shirt for a while and I couldn't decide what I wanted to put on it. But today I decided I wanted to bling it. So I'm going to use, for the border, I'm going to use icicles. For the bottom of the word you and the heart, I think I'm going to do Rose AB. And then for the top of you, because it's an ombre design, I'm going to do Pink Opal. We're going into spring. You guys, the opals are really, really pretty for the springtime. But I'm going to start with the outline. I'm going to do icicles on the outline. I also do have Eve's. So the buy-in is going on right now until Sunday, which is where I get my rhinestones from. I do get a lot of beginner blingers on my channel who ask me where do I get my rhinestones from, and I get them from Eve. Her channel is called The Baby's Booty, and I did link both her buy-in website as well as her buy now website in my description box. But that is where I get all of my rhinestones from. She has so many different purchase options. You can do the buy now and get the stuff that she has on hand. You can do, which I do think is all the colors now. Or you can do the buy in and get a larger amount. Like mine are, I think, you guys, are these the biggest ones? They come in the 250 gross. I always buy the big containers. I just like the big containers, but I always get the big containers, which is this one here. I do believe these are 250 gross, and I do believe that these are the biggest ones that you can buy. These are the ones that I get, which would be the buy in. And then the buy now may have the smaller quantities. I think I explain this wrong every single week. They're both linked in the description box, though. The buy in and the buy now. Let me move this out the way. What are you guys working on? Is anybody crafting? I volunteered to go on a field trip with my son tomorrow to the zoo. So I get to go to the zoo with a bunch of first graders tomorrow. Yay me. Yay me. See, I never really like volunteering because I'm that mom that I'm either doing one of two things. I'm either packing a ridiculous amount of snacks, or I'm spending a ridiculous amount of money on snacks while we're in the zoo. It's one or the other, right? And I don't feel like packing anything. So tomorrow I'm probably going to be that mom that buys the ridiculous amount of snacks. But like, am I gonna have a group? Because I'm also that mom that will buy everybody a ridiculous amount of snacks, because I feel like for me, if I'm responsible for a kid, your kid's going to get whatever my kid gets. If I buy my kid an ice cream, I'm going to buy your kid an ice cream too, because that's not fair. You know, I'm not that kind of person to where I'm like, well, this is my kid and I'm only going to buy him an ice cream. Like, I don't do that. If your child is with me and we get ice cream, like, unless he's allergic or lactose intolerant or something, like, your kid's going to get an ice cream too. He just is. He or she just is. So I don't know, like, the proper field trip etiquette. Is that acceptable? I don't know. But I'm definitely that mom. Or like, if we're not allowed to buy ice creams, because I do know there's like a whole allergy thing as well. Like, I know somebody in his class is allergic to peanut butter. See, this is why I shouldn't have volunteered. Because I was definitely going to put some Reese's in my purse. I got 2 Reese's sitting on my table right now. That's like my favorite candy. Mine and CJ's. I was going to put 2 Reese's in my purse, and I just not realized that somebody in his class is like severely allergic to peanut butter. Y'all, I don't need to be volunteering ever again. I really don't. The bowling alley scene. It's supposed to be decent weather tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited. I just need to figure out this snack situation, because I'm a snacker. Like, I'm me and my we don't get into it, but like, me and my husband, we talk all the time about my eating. Like, I don't actually eat often. I snack a lot. Like, I have like protein bars, or I'll drink protein shakes, or I'll drink smoothies, or tea, or coffee if I'm really, really tired. But I don't necessarily eat like that. I probably eat a full meal like twice a week. But I am a serious snacker. I always have snacks, and I love, 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 love. Oops, losing songs. I love peanut butter. So like, the protein little bars that I eat, they're like peanut butter and chocolate, dark chocolate. And then the smoothies I drink, they're like peanut butter and jelly. Well, they taste like peanut butter and jelly, but like the ones that I get from Smoothie King, they have peanut butter in them. Like, I love peanut butter. So now I'm kind of nervous about this snack situation tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I should keep my snacks to myself. Where is my scooper? I'm not even showing y'all what I'm brushing in. I'm just running my mouth. But this is the outline. That's how I was when my boys were younger too. Yeah. Like, when my kids ask to go to the gas station to get snacks, I say yes. Let's go get snacks. Will my kids say, can we go to Starbucks and get smoothies? I'm absolutely saying yes. Like we got McDonald's at home. I'm not that mom. We in fact do not have McDonald's at home. We don't really eat McDonald's like that, but like other things. Like I will DoorDash food in a heartbeat. Now, granted, I do cook a lot. I cook like 4 days a week because my husband, that man is so bougie with his food, okay? He wants a home cooked meal. So I do cook a lot for him, but we don't all eat like everything that he eats. Like I cook for him for real. And then the rest of us be eating DoorDash. Have a good night, Jesse. But yeah, I'm definitely that mom. I will stop at the store and get snacks, and I will go to Starbucks. This one might not be. Yes, it is good. So, is anybody in here going to the Bling Fling in Irving, Texas? Oh, I moved some of my stones. There we go. I think I'm gonna go to the Bling Fling in Irving. I like to network. I mean, I want to go to the Bling Fling, but I also like to network. And I said this year that I was going to, do my best to try to go to more of these events, because I do feel like when it comes to like outside of our little craft community here on YouTube, I do feel like I'm really like out of touch with a lot of the industry. Like I really just be in my own little world doing things that I like. Mr. Stone. So I said, I told myself this year that I was going to get more into going to more events, more networking opportunities, just to kind of get more in touch with the industry. Hey, everybody watching, everybody popping in. What are you guys working on? Hey, Donzel, how are you? All right, there's my outline. And then I'm going to work on the bottom part, which is going to be Rose AB. You guys, this color is so pretty. It's the end of June 27th through the 30th, I believe. The event is called something else, but Eve has collaborated and she's doing a bling fling in addition to a kind of convention, I guess. Kind of like the Graphics Pro Expo, but on a more home crafter basis. Whereas like you know, the Graphics Pro is kind of for, they have a lot of industrial sized equipment there, commercial. So I guess this one is supposed to be a little bit more for the home crafters, the home professionals. I've never been. And like I said, I told myself I wanted to get more in touch with what's going on outside of my little bubble. Oh, I'm also doing Sublimation Camp this year with Angie, Holden, and Corey. That will be this week, May 2nd through the 4th. Is anybody going to be attending there? A laser expo? See, I didn't even know they had laser expos. I did not even know that they had. You know what? I'm lying. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I think I saw Lisa. Lisa Potts. I think she did one before she had her baby. I remember watching her stories. She had shipped her Glowforge somewhere. I don't know why I specifically remember watching that, but I did. I don't know why these don't want to brush in all the way. That one doesn't have any adhesive on it. Hey, everybody in the bushes. The bushes be representing. Do you do embroidery? Not yet. So I want to get into embroidery. I really, really do. I was actually looking at so I was thinking about purchasing a small embroidery machine to see if it's something that I would enjoy doing. So what's like something I was thinking about projects I would want to do. And then I was looking for a machine that may be able to do what I want to do, which is like, so kind of something similar to the design that Patrice did, the mama design that she did with the applique. Those would be the type of projects that I would like to do, like on sweatshirts, t-shirts, you know, things like that. So I was looking up a machine that could probably do like, I guess, an 8x10 hoop. Yeah, don't come for me. I don't know the verbiage. I'm still learning it, but I think that's what it is, an 8x10 hoop. So I was looking at the Brother, I think it was the Brother PE 600 that can do an 8x10 hoop, which would be able to accommodate that specific project I just mentioned. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm definitely not going to buy it like until I know for sure, but that's what I was looking at. Just to see if it's something that I would like to do, like if I would like embroidery. Maybe do a couple of those projects. for myself. Maybe do a couple little things for, because my husband, you know, he's he has his own business. Maybe do some gear for him, see if it's something I would like. But I know like the 4x4 would be too small for any kind of project that I would want to do. So that's why I was thinking of getting a machine that would at least be able to do 8x10. Now, you guys let me know, would an 8x10 embroidery hoop be able to do like large and extra large sized sweatshirts, hoodies, and shirts, t-shirts? Yeah, I don't know. Some of these holes look oval. I think maybe I messed up this template. I don't know when or how, but I might have stretched out the holes on this template. There was a lot of them I wanted to recut anyway to put on the chopping mats, because them being loose like this in that drawer is really stressing me out. So now I feel like I'm definitely going to recut this one, because the reason they're not going into these holes right here, they look oval. I think I stretched out this this template at some point in time, and that's why they're not really brushing in right. Did I miss? Does anybody know if the 8x10 hoop, or is there even 8x10 hoops? Can I use an 8x10 hoop to do extra large sweatshirts and hoodies? And then, so I was also kind of confused by the embroidery machine that I was looking at. It looked like a sewing machine. Is that like a tabletop embroidery machine? Y'all, I don't know nothing about embroidery. Not Nathan. The PE 800 is 5x7. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to be able to do the at least extra large. Only up to 10-inch wide designs. Okay, so like on an extra large, depending on what the design looks like, sometimes I like to go 11 inches. It really depends on the design. So if I wanted to do an 11-inch design on an extra large sweatshirt, which machine should I get? Brushing and rhinestones is definitely relaxing. 110%. Putting them, like picking them up like this and putting them in the holes, that's also relaxing to me. There was one live I did in my old office, so maybe like a year, 2 years ago, where my template was like completely messed up. My holes were so bad, I couldn't get them to brush in at all. So I literally spent most of the live putting them in the holes by hand, one by one. Did a lot of talking, and it was definitely relaxing. At that point, it was basically like diamond painting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some videos on some embroidery machines, because I'm not really sure what y'all are speaking Japanese. But I want to make sure I purchase the right machine, whichever machine that I do get. I don't want to go like the big $10,000-$20,000 machine, up front. I definitely don't want to do that. I guess I want to play with it a little bit, get a smaller machine. I want to at least be able to do something that I would wear, like, I don't know. I don't want to waste $500 on a machine that I hate and then still have to turn around and spend $1,500 on another machine, if that makes sense. So if I'm going to spend any money, I want to spend it on something that, I will still enjoy using. Even if I do end up eventually going bigger for convenience. Or maybe even if I go bigger to start selling. Because I do feel like embroidery is one of those things I would probably sell. Miss Joy, that was the one I was looking at Walmart. Y'all, am I clicking comments? I think my thing was clicking comments. That was the one. Did you get it from Walmart, or did they have that one at Walmart? I think that was the one I was looking at Walmart. What's the biggest that one does? The Brother PE 900. Do you know what the biggest hoop is? Or maybe it was Heat Transfer Warehouse. You know what? It might have been either Heat Transfer Warehouse or Swing Designs I was looking at. Or what about that stitch that Patrice had? What's the biggest that one does? This is why I said I might go to the Ricoma, the Deco Summit. Also, embroidery, I think, is going to be at that expo where the Bling Fling is going to be at. So that was another reason why I wanted to go. I want to get into embroidery. But I just know it's one of those things that I'm going to need the time. And, Gavin's going to start daycare next month. So he turns 1 next month and then he can start daycare. So I think I will really have more time to be able to get into embroidery the way that I want to. Because there's some stuff I want to do. Like I do want to get back to like taking orders, but I want to take orders for things that I really, really enjoy doing and things that aren't necessarily like super customized. So for example, like these bling shirts, I have so many different bling colors You know, I would need, I don't feel like listing all these bling colors on my website. I would need to hire somebody to create a website for me to list all of these colors. And then I would want to be able to like how Eve has them in the hearts where you can actually see them on a garment, you know, do all of that. And that's a lot. I don't feel like doing all that. But if I did embroidery where I just had like, okay, you can pick this design on one of these 5 colored shirts with these 5 different colored threads, and that's pretty much it. Oh, the sketch is only 4x4. Okay. I figure it looked really small to me. So what is that for? Like the patches that you guys do? That would be ideal for like patches. That's what it seems like. Faith, it really depends on your budget. I always say if you have the budget to go to straight sublimation, do so, only because it's less work, less maintenance, less, even though sublimation printers don't require a bunch of maintenance, but I mean, if you have the budget to go straight sublimation, I would definitely say either the sure colors are really good, or the sawgrasses I heard are really good. I don't have any personal experience with the sawgrass, but I do have a sure color F170, and I love it. It's just it's a smaller format, so that's the only thing I don't like about it. But other than that, it's a very good printer. I have heard the sawgrasses are very good. Just I have heard that the inks are expensive. So it truly depends on your budget as a beginner. If you're looking to go converted, the ones that are out right now that I think would be worth it would be wide format, always wide format. I would never suggest purchasing a small format sublimation printer because you are going to be so limited. It is horrible being that limited. It really is. It's such a pain in the butt. But some good conversion or printers that would have to be converted would be the Epson 8550, which is the one that I have. I heard the 15,000s are good. I don't have one of those, but I heard they are also very good. Those are the two that I have heard good things about across the board in regards to sublimation. And they're both wide format. Ms. Joy, that's what I want to do. The HTV with the embroidery machine. I believe that process is called applique, but I want to be able to use the glitter HTV with the embroidered edges, and then they have to still press the HTV after they embroider it. I seen one girl on Instagram, she does like a double glitter. So I saw her do one hoodie. It was like it was a gray hoodie, and she did like a mom design. And the inside of mom was silver glitter, and then the outside of mom was bordered with white glitter, and then it was bordered one more time with like a blue glitter. It was so stinking pretty. And then after she did all of that, she pressed it with an easy press, the HTV. But she was using Siser glitter, the regular Siser HTV iron-on glitter. That's what she was using to do all of this, plus the embroidery thread. Y'all don't let me get my hands on an embroidery machine, okay? Don't let me get my hands on an embroidery machine. I'm coming puff, glitter, embroidery, bling sublimation all on one all on one hoodie. But no, I definitely love that method too. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. I've seen people do it instead of the glitter. They use like how Patrice did it with the sunflower fabric. That was really pretty too. I would go embroidery crazy. That's why I want to really do my research on the kind of machine I should get before I get one, because I do have a lot of ideas, and I would be so upset if I bought a machine and couldn't execute all the ideas that I have. So I really want to make sure, you know, I'm purchasing the right machine for me. So that's why I'm kind of like trying to do some really good research. Because I already wasted my money on this Glowforge. Y'all, I ain't touched this Glowforge in like a year. And I paid $5,000 for it. Really, I need to just go ahead and sell it. That's what I need to do. But I'm not shipping it anywhere. I have the 7710. That's what, no, I have the, yeah, I have a 7710 as my regular. My very first sublimation printer that I used was a Epson Workforce 7720, and I converted it. And I used it until my yellow ink stopped working. You can't even use a sketch machine without the Aspire app. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about it. Rosalind, nope, I haven't signed up for anything yet. I literally just only I booked, so you guys, I got a deal on a one-way ticket to Irving. I actually had a lot of spirit points. So they had a deal on a one-way ticket from Detroit to Dallas was 2,500 points, spirit points. I have 9,000. So I got the one way with my points. I only had to pay $60 for my carry-on, but I have to book another one way going home because they didn't have that deal for the round trip. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna book 2 one ways because I'm not passing that up. But no, I haven't signed up for anything as of yet. I just literally only booked a one-way trip there today. I haven't even booked the hotel. I have to book the hotel and one way coming back. And I still have to sign up. Dee, it's June 27th through the 30th, I believe. Hey everybody. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, switch over to the iPad, and we're gonna go ahead and press this shirt, and then we will be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over. Okay, I'm gonna be using my HTV Ront again. All right, I set it to, you know what, that's supposed to be 350. What am I doing? So it's 350 degrees, 12 seconds. That's what the rhinestones is. And then this is the The shirt is a mauve colored shirt, and it is a Bella canvas. This is such a really pretty color, and I've actually had this for the shirt for a while now. I just never did anything with it. But I think I think the rose AB and the opal is gonna be really pretty on this shirt. But let me go grab those while this warms up. I went on Sublimation today and compared the machines because I want to get one. It's called a no, but I'm still comparing. Thank you. Yeah, I just kind of Googled some of the brother machine. Well, I think I Googled like 8x10 hoop machine, or I don't know, something like that. And there was a couple different things that came up from some from Walmart, some were from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and some were from Swing Designs, I believe. I didn't really look too hard yet because I'm the kind of person that, I kind of like to see it, especially if it's going to be like a large purchase. Um, so I think I want to kind of wait until I go to maybe an expo where I'm like looking at the embroidery machine, or I'm like going down a rabbit hole of embroidery videos. It's got to be one or the other. Um, Like I want to do it, I'm just kind of scared because I'm kind of traumatized from the whole Glowforge situation. I got the Glowforge and I don't even touch it, and I kind of regret buying it. Not that there's anything wrong with the Glowforge, there isn't. It's just that it ended up not being what I thought it would. Oh, these icicles look so pretty on this shirt. I haven't even pressed it yet, and I can tell they are going to be so pretty. Y'all, this is crooked. I know for a fact this is crooked. Hold on, let me go line this up over here. But yeah, not that anything is wrong with the Glowforge. There's nothing wrong with the Glowforge at all. There's like my Glowforge machine is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I thought that I would like to do laser projects more than I ended up liking to do them. Like they're okay, but it's not necessarily my thing. Like it's got to be something kind of specific. Like it's not one of those things where, like vinyl, like how I do the puff or I do the glitter. Like I can literally sit down and come up with a design and be really excited to use puff or glitter or turn it into a bling template and brush in like rhinestones. So when I make designs, I'm really excited to use those materials. And I don't kind of get that exciting feeling with lasering that I do with that stuff. So it's not that it's like anything wrong with it. It's just that it doesn't really bring me as much joy as some of the other things do. Basically, is what it boils down to. And I'm scared embroidery is going to be like that because embroidery to me looks like something I would enjoy. But now I'm just kind of like not sure. Like I want to rent somebody's embroidery machine for like a month and see if I like it, and then if I don't, give it back. That's really what I want to do. Anybody want to let me borrow their machine for 30 days? Those icicles on this mauve looks so good. So good. I just know this rose and this opal. Oh, it's yeah. Yeah, these colors are it. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up not using it as much as I thought I would. I definitely love my HTV Runt for sure. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. These colors look amazing. And this opal is about to set it off. And did. I'm gonna wear this to the zoo tomorrow. Nope, no I'm not, because everybody gonna ask me to make them a shirt. This okay, hold on. We got like a lot of stones that are like right on top of each other. I'm gonna show you this. Uh-oh. Y'all saw that? I dropped my little thing. If y'all haven't noticed, I actually drop a lot of stuff, like all the time. Stuff just hits the floor around here. I don't know why so many stones that overlap. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Gotta do rhinestone surgery. I don't know if some of them shifted. I think they did. Because they were like right on top of each other. And that's not gonna work. Okay. There we go. Hey, Delonda, how are you? Oh my goodness. Didn't I say the opal was going to set it off? Didn't I say the opal was going to set it off? These colors are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at these colors, you guys. Okay. Not to toot my own horn, but toot, okay? This color combo on this shirt, I did my thing with this one. So this is a mauve Bella canvas. I'm going to go over to the laptop because y'all know the laptop light is better. But this is a mauve Bella canvas shirt. We got icicles on the outline. Pink opal at the top and rose AB on the bottom. Y'all, that rose AB is doing its job. Okay, let's go over to the laptop. Okay. Yes. This color combo, I gotta write this one down. This is a good one. This is a good one right here. This is a good one. And this template is so perfect too. I love this. I love this so much. I love this so much. Does Coretta have this in the regular SVG? I kind of want to do this in Puff too. I gotta go to her Etsy shop and see if she has this file in the SVG. But yes, this is what I said. This was mauve Bella Canvas. I'm pretty sure that's the name of this color, mauve. I'm pretty positive. It doesn't say it on here, but I'm pretty sure it's mauve. Icicles, rose AB. Yep, rose AB and pink opal. Thank you guys. Thank you. And then, so we are pretty much done. And then this was our first project, which was, it's kind of glaring. Let me turn this off. Hopefully you can still see it. But this was so last year, these money card holders, I don't even know what these are called. Money gift card holders. Well, no, this is money card holders. I don't know. These were really popular last year. I know I did these last year. I did a graduation one and I did cardstock. I did cardstock. And I used hot glue to get the little plastic thing on there. With this one, it's sublimation. So we sublimated the front and it comes with the plastic pieces. And the plastic pieces are put on by double-sided tape that also comes with it. So for the whole thing, so it was $18 and you get 9 of these. And when I say these, I mean the sublimation blank, the double-sided tape, and the plastic money holder. I consider that to be one whole project. It's you get 9 of them for $18. So that's about $2 per whole thing. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Let me scroll up and see if I missed anything. You guys, my allergies, like I just got over my flu or the C word, whichever one it was. The doctor said I had the flu. My husband thinks I had the C word, but whatever it was, I'm just now getting over it. And now allergies are starting. And my eyes have been watering since Saturday because they started cutting the grass around here and my son started his baseball season on Saturday. So of course, I'm sitting in the grass to watch baseball and soccer, the grass that they just cut. And my allergies have been whooping my butt ever since. So I get over being sick and now my allergies are starting. All right, scrolling. I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. Delonda, you are a hot mess. Start my box with that shirt. Thank you, everybody. Donzel, I think she's got a box at everybody's house, aka channel. Oh, it's not one. Patrice has 4. Thank you guys. Who is the design by? Coretta. Um, I cannot think of the name of her shop. Does anybody know the name of her shop? Or Marilyn, are you able to link her shop? Let me see if I can look it up. I know it's on Etsy. I cannot think of the name of her shop off the top of my head. But it was by Coretta. Coretta Dangerfield made this design. Seeing if I can pull it up. Sorry guys, I probably type really loud. I don't see it. Why do I buy so much stuff on Etsy? I don't even know when I bought this template. Had to have been a while ago. Coretta created it. Yep, I think that's it. After this live, I'm going to go in and link it in my description box once I find it. But yep, I do believe that is it. Thank you, Miss Joy. Thank you, everybody. Angel, what happened to your mat? I pressed a... I sublimated it by accident. I have a scrap sublimation shirt that I was using. So the sublimation ink was on the front. I thought that because I had pressed that shirt like weeks before and it was just like a scrap shirt, I went to press something on the back of it to test it out, but I didn't put any butcher paper on the front of it because I didn't think that the ink would transfer because it had been in the shirt for so long. Joke was on me. It did. So when you heat that ink up, it will still transfer again if you heat it back up, because that's what happened. When I heated the shirt back up, like I said, I assumed because the ink had been in the shirt for like 2 weeks that it wouldn't damage my mat because I thought it was like solidified. But once I pressed it, it released the ink into the mat. And that's what happened. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so Demps and Marilyn both dropped a link to Coretta's shop. Or I think Demps is to the design. And then Marilyn's is to the shop. So Demps dropped the link to the actual design, which is the beautiful. Y'all, these colors. Oh my gosh. I am going to wear this tomorrow to the zoo. And if somebody asked me to make them the shirt, I'm just going to have to say no. This is so pretty. These colors are so pretty. But Demps dropped the link to this specific design, and then Marilyn it looks like Marilyn dropped the link to her whole shop. Coretta created it. But you guys, that is all I have for this week. Let's see. Next week, I do plan on coming on next week. I don't think I have anything crazy coming up. Nope. Nope. My schedule is looking a lot like Angel's Going Live. Thank you, D. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Don't forget the buy-in is currently live. If you are interested, again, I'll go over my colors again. I got the icicles on the outline, and I do buy the 250 gross. Icicles was on the outline, and then my inside colors were Rose AB. Hold on, my top is not one. You are not gonna get me. Rose AB and Pink Opal are the inside colors. But that is it for tonight, you guys. Have a great week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys next Monday, where we will, I don't know what we're doing. I didn't decide we were doing sublimation until this morning. So, all right. I will see y'all next week.